Another cool thing that I was able to get a hold of was some Flash code, some Flash applications. I got the source code for them, and basically lets you play like emulator games and um, other cool stuff like Flash games, multiplayer Flash games, and there are like Super Nintendo emulators and Nintendo emulators, and even a Nintendo 64 emulator. And I could put that code in one of the modules and include it, and the users can play like the Flash games and stuff. I mean, there are a lot of different sites and content management systems that have something like this, but I'm going to be adding something even more spectacular to that mix. So that should be very cool. That's going to come out very soon, and I like how I've kept it like a monolithic and modular, so that people can just get modules, and or they can write their own modules, or they can get new modules that I'll release, and they can just upload them and install them real quick, and it'll just work real fast, just with like 5 clicks or something, 5 clicks of the mouse. Um, yeah, there are so many things that I'm going to be doing for this. I'm really going to overhaul it. I'm going to write a really nice C++ program application that'll run on Windows and Linux, and it'll be like a theme designer, and the administrator can install that and create their own theme that will be usable with Cerberus content management system. That'll allow them to modify every aspect and make it look exactly however they want it to look. Um, Again, really simple and easy to use. Everything's going to be super simple, easy to use. There's going to be annotations and like little pop-ups and stuff that uh, like little tooltips, I guess. Just hovering over objects or whatever will reveal tooltips, giving really in-depth explanations. And the language system is really cool because I kind of made it to where it was just like a bunch of includes in a directory. So I've taken all of I put variables in all of the modules and throughout the whole system, and those variables link back to the language file. And in the language file there are the variables that have the printed messages, so they can select the language, and I'll be able to cover every language in the world. I'll be using both Google Translate and I have a friend that's going to be translating them in context as well. So when they select the language, it automatically changes all of the output text to their language on the system. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, again, it's going to be very secure. There won't be any injection possibilities. There won't be any SQL injection possibilities, or cross-site scripting, or local file inclusion, or remote file inclusion, or anything like that. And of course, if they configure their web application firewall or their application firewall box correctly, there won't be any possibility for any buffer overflow exploits or integer overflow or any kind of exploits at all. I mean, because of course these server versions that come out, they're pretty vulnerable. Usually, I mean, even if they update it, there's always going to be something like that. But I'm just evaluating all of the different security, and yeah, it's going to be really cool once this next release is out, I expect it to be very awesome. I think it'll get some media coverage and become notable. Um, I have a lot of different projects that I'm working on simultaneously. Um, Group forces is something that I'm really interested in right now. It's a great project. It's for identifying malicious accounts on social media sites. I mean, it's kind of similar to the old peer block program, um, or IP block, um, but this thing actually searches for keywords, and it uses like telemetry and stylometry to identify accounts that belong to the same individuals. So if they're using the same like language pattern, it'll find out all of the accounts that they're running on all the different social media platforms out there, and it'll block them. It'll basically do like a network block on them. Um, so it's kind of like a bad tool. It can be used maliciously, but I don't intend for it to be used maliciously. Um, I'm not ready to release the source code for that yet, but again, that's unrelated to this project. I'm just saying that I have a lot of projects on my plate. So, yeah.